Hello everyone, welcome back to another match react. Arsenal have just beaten Port Vale, I think that's how you pronounce their name, 2 goals to 0. But my god, that was a very difficult watch. But then look, we won, and that's probably the most important thing, which is that we won. To be honest, these cup games is just about getting through. The performances really don't matter. It's just about going through, avoiding injuries as much as possible in these games, and that's exactly what we did. There was a lot of rotations from Arsenal today. I was happy to see Lewis Skelly back into the team because, of course, he hasn't played much this season, and especially Calafiori deserved a rest as well. We saw Ben White come back into the team, and he is very much going to be needed this season. With Timber playing so many games, Timber is going to, of course, need a break eventually, and it's very important that Ben White gets back on. I wanted him to play the full 90, but he played the majority of the game. So very excited to see Ben White play, especially because he does offer something different to Timber. So yeah, we will definitely need him. Of course, we also saw Saka play. We saw Saliba also start, and Eze. With Saka and Saliba, it made sense for both of them to start, especially because they're both coming from injuries, and I think it's just a matter of building match sharpness for both of them, because in the next few weeks there's going to be a lot of games. We've now no Madueke. Saka is going to be back into the team, and it's important that he gains his match sharpness. But to be honest, that game, like I said, it was a very difficult watch, because after that first goal, honestly, it was just side to side passing. Like, that's all it was. I mean, I get it. Maybe they don't want to waste their energy. Maybe they want to play a bit reserved. But it was just so difficult to watch. I mean, Arsenal were taking 10 minutes passing around the back just so they can get past the halfway line. Like, it literally took 10 minutes of passing just to get past the halfway line. It was just so frustrating. And when we did get to the edge of the box, there was no focal point. In that first half, it was Mikel Merino playing up front, and there was just no one we could target. Merino was dropping in deep. I thought for a second we would see Martinelli as a striker, because, of course, I wanted to see him as a striker. I wanted to see something different. Maybe Martinelli, like, if you're going to play him a striker in any game, this is the perfect game to play him as a striker. And of course, he didn't play as a striker. But I mean, the same pattern followed in the second half, just slow, just passing around between the centre backs, just slow passing. And whenever we did get to the final third, we just didn't do anything. It just feels like, for me, Arsenal could just move the ball quicker. Maybe some more one-touch passes. It felt like Arsenal were taking way too many touches. Mikel Merino was holding on to the ball for way too long, only to pass sideways. Like, he would get the ball, dwell on it, and he would just pass back to Mascara. And I'm like, what was the point of that? You could have just given it to him 10 seconds ago. Like, it was just way too much of Arsenal just holding the ball, looking around where to pass, only to pass 5 yards sideways. So it was just so frustrating. I feel like with the players we have, we should definitely be zipping around the ball way quicker. That's how we got the first goal. The quick passing, the opposition couldn't keep up with it, and that's how we got the first goal. So I don't know why it's like we play so slow. The subs come on, Gyökeres comes on, Declan Rice I think came on as well, Max Dowman, and I think Gyökeres looked very good. He looked very sharp, playing back. We saw him dropping in deep to link play, so I think he looked very sharp today. It was unfortunate he didn't score. I think Max Dowman played a brilliant pass to him. Really, he should have scored. It was also a brilliant block as well. But yeah, I still think the team still needs to find him more. I think there's so many chances I'm watching the game where he's making these runs, and the players are never finding him. They're always making these safe passes. The one player who did take a risk was Max Dowman, and we almost scored from that. But yeah, I think that's why Arsenal just find it difficult to create chances, because Arsenal are constantly playing that safe pass, always a safe option, always sideways, backwards. It's never direct. I mean, you look at the second goal. How did that start? The second goal came from a direct pass from Saliba to Trossard, and he scores. That's how we got the second goal. That's how we even scored against Manchester City. More direct passing, not this side-to-side passing. It's these direct passes that you need to make, and that's how you score. That's how you create chances, and Arsenal just simply don't do enough of that. But yeah, at the end, we got through, and that's really all that matters. I think now we have drawn against Brighton, so I wanted to wait until we get the draw. So we have drawn against Brighton. I think it's an okay draw. I think it's favourable to Arsenal, especially at the Emirates as well. We could have even got Tottenham, we could have got Man City, we could have got Liverpool, we could have even got Newcastle. So Brighton is not the worst draw. It's a team that we should definitely be beating, especially at home as well. But yeah, man, let me know what you think. Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time.